Intercept enemy force. Mission: destroy all enemy mechs. 3 small artillery, 4 large. 2 sensor probes. Shit. Seems like a sort of a canyon area to bridge to a fortified area. So, are they passing through this area or are they going into that base there? Orbital reconnaissance has spotted a sizable force of Jaguar mechs that has outflanked us and is rapidly approaching our rear area from the south. If that clan force gets through, it could wreak untold havoc with our supply lines, rear support bases, and even threaten our command structure. It must be stopped. Battalion Command can drop the majority of your force to the north end of the engagement area. They can drop 2 mechs into a forward scout point near some rugged hills. Clan force will be moving from south to north. None of them can be allowed to slip through or the damage will be considerable. So they're just going to try to move through the area and we'll have a limited time to try to destroy them. Better focus on the enemy mechs entirely. A few of them might try to go through here. I think the main force will try to pass through this area in general. Is this a mission for a mine layer? That's the question. I don't think so. Mine layer requires quite a lot of preparation time. And if we drop it there, it could probably lay maybe a single line of mines at best scenario, and that's not enough really to stop anything. What we need to do is engage them in a combat and then drop artillery on them. $500 tons. So we can go quite crazy there. Everything we can drop, we should drop. Pain God. Elite. Bad at shooting, but everything else is fine. That's a good way to have a new guy because shooting is the easiest to get up. I'm not getting a guy who's that bad at shooting though. I'm taking Pain God.
Pain God here.
All elites are good.
Not a problem, sir.
Extended range PPCs, no. Who on you, sir? Deathmatch sensor. It's hard to say what vehicles I should take. Yeah, fire starters, they're all going away. Lokis are 65 tons, Thors are 70 tons. So Thors are very attractive to me. There are 2 ultra autocannons. $65 tons. All weaponry intact. So that was a headshot. I think I'll keep all the low keys at the moment at least. These will all be sold. Just scavenge the clan weaponry. Scavenge the weaponry in general. I think we need to get rid of some of the others too. Even jump capable light mechs have their limitations. We can have a couple as scouts and maybe some capture units, but we do not. There's no point really trying to use light mechs in any kind of combat purpose anymore. We have clan mechs of the lighter heavy side that are fast enough, comparable to the inner sphere light mechs, so they're good enough for that job. We do want to keep a few here and there in case there are special missions where there's tonnage restrictions, but not this many. Especially since we need to secure the good quality salvage units. I will be getting rid of a. I need to check the Jager mech. The armor Jager mech. With 0 combat capability. Getting rid of it. Actually, I think we're getting rid of both of them. They're the same class. Well, we don't have an armored version of the Thor, so maybe we'll keep the other one. We'll definitely still sell the unfitted one. Catapult is gone. We'll get rid of the Centurions too. And we'll get rid of the Centurions and the Catapult. And the Weapon Aller. They did their part. Now it's time to move on. We have the exact same weight class clan mech in a couple of different variants. So it makes very little sense to hold on to those units. They did have something jump capable, but if we want heavy jump capable, we have the assault mech. Even that's not all that big of a selling point at this moment. So 500 tons. We need to send at least 6 pretty heavily armed guys. I'm inclined to go for the non-specialized versions. There might be a little bit more emphasis in some mechs on the long range, somewhere on the middle, somewhere on the short, but everyone has to have something on all ranges, because we will most likely be commanding them in a group, and they need to be able to engage target at all ranges. So yeah, what we need 5 was on the last mission, and this is has a higher tonnage, so we'll need about 6. I think I might abandon the awesome because of speed issues, so I wish there would be an indication of the overall tonnage of the mechs here, so I wouldn't have to manually do this goddamn counting. Is that good enough? Well, we're gonna take these guys anyway, so we might as well fit them and just see where they end up in. We cannot use fires. Still wounded. Or is he? Let's try this. No, he's not wounded anymore. But yes, he is. Oh, yeah. Firestorm is slightly wounded. Scarab's still properly wounded. We have enough elites.
Vixen here. Understood, sir.
This is Lynx. Yes, sir.
This is Hunter. You got it.
Pain God here. Not a problem, sir.
Mantis reporting. As ordered, sir.
This is Hitman. Dead on, sir.
Dead on, sir. We should have a decent amount of extra weight still left. Yeah, 60 tons. So we can afford the spotter there. It's going to be light jump capable. Basically running to maybe this hill or this hill as quickly as possible to get a good coverage of that. Because we are going to try to drop bombardment on them before we engage them. Light jump cable. The other is Kruger. No, let's use the other. It's already fitted and ready. Sounds right. I want to see the clan advance sensor. Detect active enemies at a slightly shorter range than IS advanced sensors. Cannot detect elementals or powered down. Here's the thing. Usually advanced sensor of a clan is always better. So why isn't it here? I think it might be. But in a very different way. That is, instead of just increasing the scan range, it also increases the area you can view. That's just me guessing though. There's nothing in the description to indicate that that's true, but it's a very hard to get item. Very rare. And in every other case, the clan version of something is always better. It's very unusual that it have any weaknesses compared to the inner sphere version. I'm just wondering if that's true here. There's quite a lot of empty space though. I don't care. Mech warrior. It has to be someone who has a lot of sensors. Sensors are the one that matter here. You don't have to be able to fight. Can't use Carap. He needs to really rest up. We could use Firestorm, but that's sort of a waste and probably unnecessary anyway. Countess could be an option. I think Blaze has a better sensor value.
This is Blaze. I'll take care of it.
These two. I don't like the loadout. Yeah. That's better. Instead of one pulse lasers, we get 2 clan pulse lasers. I don't expect him to get into a fight, but if he does, at least that his chances are a bit better now. I don't want to get him into a fight. Precious weaponry, precious sensors, and he won't last long against heavies anyway. Extended range PPCs, clans, bull racers, large flamers, missiles, lasers. Extended range PPCs, missiles. Extended range PPCs, missiles. There's nothing really bad about these. Just need enough weaponry for 3 more. No, let's start with the sensors. Basic clan sensor should be okay. If we get into trouble with the lack of sensors, we can harvest from the light clan mechs. And we are probably facing clan mechs at this point constantly, so we will get spare ones. It's a bigger problem at the stage when you don't have anything. Okay. I'm a bit worried about the lack of available weapons. We can't refit at any point, so it has to be energy weapons mostly. Strange PPCs. We're gonna split the PPCs so everyone has something. There probably has to be a missile. No, we can't use a missile version really. You can take clan extended range lasers with you. Same with you. At least you have some long range capabilities there. The medium range, large clan pulse lasers might be a good option. Anything else? Oh, what is a PPC? Maybe a bit too much. Leaves us a bit weakened on the short range. But not by much. And we're engaging mostly on the... Even if we fight on the close range, you still tend to use your medium range weapon from time to time, so it's not too big of a deal. Although, I don't think I want heavy flamers on all of these. That's actually a good fit for you. Not because I don't like the weapon, but because we want something that has a more rapid rate of fire. So a couple of clan pulse rangers do it. If we encounter certain things like infantry, the heavy flamer, if it misses, you have a basically a 10-second window where the enemy can just shoot at you, and you won't be able to reduce their numbers at all. While the pulse laser fires what? Every 1.75 seconds, and we have 2 of them, so they're constantly pounding on the enemy. Very good to take out weak light targets. So pulse laser, pulse laser, pulse laser, heavy flamer, heavy flamer, heavy flamer. Heavy flamers, missiles, heavy flamer, heavy flamer. Yep. I think this will be good enough. So, Force Group 1. Is there any point to driving these into different groups? I guess the heavy group could be this one, the slightly less heavy group could be this one. There's not much difference between them, and I do intend to... Well, we might want to split fire here and there. Although usually that isn't a good idea. But anyway, let's give it a go. Throw all enemy mechs.